Hey guys, so I'm just making a small video for you here. I know that it's not too much to look at, but I just wanted to show you this piece of software. I've been enjoying using this piece of software, and I think that it might be beneficial to some of you who are finding that you want to monitor the performance of your games. This will work for pretty much any game from what I understand, as long as you can plug into the game. It doesn't get detected as a hack for blackshot. It should be fine. Now, please understand this, I do not have the in-game FPS indicator actually enabled for blackshot. I assume that that will work fine because this software, it's not a cheat, of course, but I cannot guarantee, so it's your choice if you want to try that or not. This software is called the NZXT Cam. Now, basically what this software is allowing you to do is, if you've got NZXT items, fans and stuff like that, you can use it a lot better, but I don't have anything to do with them. But it's basically a little bit of software that allows you to do a couple of things. It allows you to monitor your PC, it allows you to monitor your actual graphics card, it allows you to set custom profiles for your graphics card, and it also allows you to monitor your FPS in games, keep track of how things are going, keep track of the community and what's going on with other users of this software. Okay, this software is also very good for me to show you my PC specs. You can see what's going on with my PC. I will show you, it's pretty old, so don't laugh too much, but I will be able to show you what's going on. You may also notice I've changed my background. I know it's not too important, I just changed it for this video because, as you can see inside of the software, I've used a little banner for my desktop wallpaper. I didn't want to fuck your brains by having that and then a big version behind it. So, moving on swiftly. Okay, as you can see here, it's telling you how my CPU is doing, it's telling you how my GPU is doing. You can see the stats. I will show you the full build in a second. As you can see, it tells you your temperatures, it tells you the load. So you can see my load now is running at about 39% now. Bear in mind that if you're running Shadowplay, this is using part of your GPU. I'm recording using Shadowplay, it's using part of my GPU. That's why my GPU is loaded a little bit, even though I've not got a game loaded. Not causing any problems. 43 degrees Celsius is respectable. You only tend to find you get throttling on your CPU or your GPU when you get about 80-90 degrees, if I remember correctly. When you get to those really high temperatures, then the performance of your components will start to throttle. What I mean by throttle is you will get reduced performance. It's not good, basically. You want to stay, I would recommend probably 60-70 degrees maximum. When you're fully smacking it out in a game, I would recommend those just to be safe and keep your components, nice and happy. As you can see here, you can see how much RAM I have. I have 8 GB of RAM, nothing special. You can also see the top, the programs at the moment that are using the top resources for me. So this is nice, you can check how much resources, certain programs are using here. You can see what's going on there. You can also have your hard drive set up so you can see what you've got for your hard drives. It's quite funny because both of my hard drives are pretty much have about the same amount of space, which is approximately a quarter. As you can see, I've got a 250 GB Samsung SSD. This is what I use for my daily games that I play a lot. I will use that, so I've got Blackshot and other games installed on that. It's very fast, it does a good job. Then I've got a 1 TB hard drive. I store tens of gigabytes worth of video files on there, and I scrub through them and find things to give to you guys. As you can see, my RAM is, 8 GB RAM, it's using 2.5 gig now, nothing special, it's fine. Okay, let's move on swiftly to the build section. Oh, one final thing that I want to just mention to you. If you hover over these, you can see, at the moment it's only got a certain amount of stats for me. As you can see, the community average temperatures on idle is 34 degrees Celsius, so my card is running a little bit hotter than other people's. Now that honestly doesn't really surprise me because I do have Shadowplay running, and I also don't have a fully optimized case with a lot of fans pulling air through the case. On load it's running at 53 degrees Celsius on average for people. Mine runs hotter, I know this already. Again, it's because of a combination of things, because of the bad airflow, also because I've overclocked, and I will show you I've just done a little bit of overclocking. Okay, then we go to CPU, and my CPU is so old that no one else is using it. Well, at least the community averages are just not here, because my CPU is ancient. Here is the full build. You can see here, you can see my processor, my video card, memory, motherboard, and my drives. Now this is a bit strange. This isn't really a drive. I don't know, I fucked up somewhere and I've got a little tiny drive, 200 meg, whatever, or 20 meg, whatever the fuck it is. As you can see with my RAM, it's DDR3, but it's very slow. It's running at 533 megahertz. That's terrible. By the way, that is almost 3 times lower, almost a third, sorry, of the speed of the lowest speed RAM that you can really buy now, which is 1333. Video card's running fine. The default clock is 1000 megahertz. The turbo clock is 1071. It's running fine. My 760 does a fine job. It's whatever. As you can see, my my motherboard, I activated, or I started using my motherboard 5 years ago, so yeah, it's pretty old, and even then it wasn't a new motherboard. As you can see, my processor, it is a Yorkfield processor. It's very old, socket 775, 2.5 gigahertz per core, and I have 4 cores strictly. Here you can add games and you can track your games and see what's going on. You know, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. This will allow you to track your average FPS in your games and stuff like that and keep better monitoring. I don't use it because I don't want it plugged into my games when I have Shadowplay recording, but it's your choice. Tuning is quite important. This allows you to do a couple of things. You can like give your GPU more power, which will allow you to usually add more core clock, so you can overclock it, and you can also add memory clock. Now please understand, for mobile GPUs I don't think you get quite as much customization. I could be wrong, but I don't think that you do. This also allows you to create custom fan curves. As you can see, I've created a custom fan curve here. This is not the default fan curve. I personally like it. I don't mind it ramping up more because the fan is pretty quiet, so I don't mind it trying to keep my GPU cooler as much as possible. You can see how my core clock is right now, and this is live. Memory is also live, temp is also live, and you know how fast my fan is going. So there we go. It's a really nice piece of software. It doesn't really do too much. It doesn't use any of your power or anything like that, so you don't really have to worry. I mean, what is it using? 2% right now? 2% of my CPU. I don't really think I really care about 2%. But hey, I just thought you'd like this video. Really easy. NZXT cam. Bang it into YouTube. Go and get yourself a download. You can create an account if you want to save details and stuff like that, or when you're actually launching it, you can go down to the bottom of where it's asking you to create an account and you can continue as a guest. I created an account so I can just customize some stuff and make it look a bit nicer and stuff. Your choice, guys. Thank you for watching the video. I thought that you would like something a little different, and I hope that you have a nice day.